Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite eShop deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. This one, it's a big week though, so hit subscribe, join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals near daily, and let's get started. A quick note then, the super sale has begun for those in the UK, EU and Australia. Now no doubt it will hit the US and Canada, but realistically, if you do find yourself in the US or Canada like me, it is a quiet video for you all. The best option, add these titles to the wish list because there's some incredible discounts in here. Grabbing anything as well, head to cornershop.gg for discounted eShop gift cards. It supports the channel and you'll be getting 10% off with code CORNER at checkout, so everybody wins. Find all of the info in the pinned comment though, and it covers dollars, pounds and euros. It's going to be a good thing for this sale. Mighty Goose then gets a new low price here with 50% off, and this one, it's a recent hidden gem, a run and gun shooter. You'll play the title Bounty Hunter Goose. What makes this one unique, you get upgrade chips and secondary weapons, so it's not just the same experience throughout. And then the pixel work, I absolutely love. It's nice and chunky by design basically, and overall it was a nice surprise that came out of nowhere. Throw in then though vehicles to really cause destruction, and the story, it's simple but fun. The Void King is invading with mechanized forces and you of course are fighting back. Fez then is another classic. It's here with 40% off, a new low price. This one, it's a puzzle game where you exist in what you believe to be a 2D world, or at least that is the case until you discover a third dimension. Now you'll traverse this world and platform around these structures, rotating the world as you go. Incredibly fun and a well-loved title. It comes highly recommended from me and it is perfect for handheld. Mega Man 11 then, it's finally getting a new low price here with 67% off. This, it's the most recent entry and we are, I will say, long overdue, 12 at this point. But this, it's the series classic, tried and tested 2D action platforming, but it's even packing difficulty options. This series, Mega Man, it's known for its incredible challenge, so that makes this one of the more accessible. Expect here though to battle a number of robot masters and in turn inherit their abilities. I think it's the best the series has ever looked, and it plays and sounds just as good as well. You'll also find then Legacy Collections 1 and 2 on sale currently if you want more Mega Man in your life. Thanks again then to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now Skillshare, it is an online learning community with thousands of classes. It's a hub for learning or even leveling up your creative skills. For me personally, it's been a resource for SwitchCorner, a place to develop my video editing skills and understanding. Most recently, I've been watching YouTube Success script, shoot and edit because there's always going to be value to add to my process, but also I want to try a few new things to close out 2022, and this is just a great place to simply find some influence. It's not just video either, but audio, game creation, traditional and digital art, photography, social media, and that list goes on. Resources like this though, just so valuable. I started my journey with YouTube digging through videos online, but it was always hard to find something with a clearly defined path. So if you are looking to, let's say, expand your creativity just for yourself or maybe a career pivot, then Skillshare may just be a great place to start. They add new classes each and every week. If you do fancy checking out Skillshare though, the first 1,000 people to use the link on screen or in the pinned comment below, they will get a free month trial, so there's no downside. Check it out, show them some love. It supports the channel as well of course, and thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Carrion then is a unique one, a Metroidvania by the side and a horror game as well, except here you do not play the victim, rather you play the murderous alien. Explore a laboratory where you awake and along the way basically massacre everyone in your path. This in turn leads to our character growing, and he actually controls really well, which was my concern going in, given the fact you're basically like a tentacle blob of sorts. It's got some stunning pixel work though, the soundtrack is a tense background to the action, and while my main complaint, the lack of a map, will get in your way at times, it's definitely Devolver Digital doing their usual quality job of digging up the more unusual for us all. It's a new low price then, 50% off, and my review it's in the pinned comment down below. Lego Builder's Journey then to slow down the pace here, it's a new low price, 50% off. It's another one I reviewed on the channel, find that in the pinned comment down below. But this one, it's a puzzle adventure, which is honestly something special. It takes the Lego name, does something different, and it absolutely pays off with what is an emotional but wordless story that allows you to walk away with your own meaning. The gameplay concept though, travel what are diorama-like locations and build connections so you can traverse across the world. It's simple honestly, but I played it in one sitting, I'd say around 2.5 to 3 hours, and I really enjoyed it. It packs a creative mode as well, which just basically allows you to build freely in a small location. Thomas was alone then while I'm on Puzzle Experiences, and it's 80% off, a new low price. This is of the puzzle platforming variety. I believe it was actually Theta originally where it started. The concept though, you'll guide a group of sentient rectangles through a series of obstacles overcoming this world. Each rectangle though has a different skill, and you need to combine them to succeed. It might not look like much honestly, but do not let that deceive you. The gameplay contained is a bit of a modern classic, and it's backed up then with included bonus levels and a solid little soundtrack. Ape Out then gets a new low price here, 75% off, love this game, picked up the physical release as well as the soundtrack on vinyl, and it is a must play as you take on the role of Title Ape escaping from some sort of laboratory. It's pretty challenging but visceral stuff as you crush your foes. What I always loved, grabbing items or enemies and throwing them around this world. Ape Out then stands out because it has a reactive jazz-styled soundtrack that actually changes with your actions. It's also got this stunning minimalistic visual style that really highlights the destruction. Looks fantastic in handheld as well, especially if you own the OLED. These colours, they just absolutely pop. What Lies in the Multiverse then is a puzzle platformer with an adult sense of humour. My full review is in the pinned comment below, but it's rocking 50% off, that is a new low price. Where it succeeds, so you join, let's say, a magician-looking individual through all sorts of dark dimensions, and you can freely jump between variations of the location ahead of you. You'll be using that tactic to progress. What makes it even more unique though, each level packs a different idea. Think gas that kills you or gravity that reverses. I was overall really impressed, and again you can check out my video in the pinned comments. Konami then are doing their thing with two collections getting a new low price. That's the Castlevania bundle and the Contra bundle, both with 80% off, both marking a new low price. Castlevania packs in 8 titles, one never released in English before, that is Kid Dracula, as well as a digital art book. Then Contra, that's going to be 10 games, a few are slight variations, and it also includes a digital book and interview. I was particularly impressed with the bonus material in these. I don't typically go for the digital goodies, but I really did spend some time with them. So yeah, old school fans, if you fancy blasting away enemies or the challenge of Castlevania, definitely recommend these. The Switch will always be the best home as well, as these are up there on my favourites for playing handhelds. Golf Club Wasteland then I want to give a quick mention to. I reviewed it, didn't honestly love it, but I know many do. I'll link my full video in the pinned comment, but the idea, it's really a commentary on the state of the earth. You're basically on a golf trip through what is now, I guess, a wasteland. I didn't like the fact though there's no indication of where your shots will go or power, but it does have an incredible soundtrack, this radio station, that adds a ton of context. A new low price then, 70% off. Ion Fury then will be for the old school fans, for anyone that grew up around the era of Doom and Duke Nukem, first person shooting. This, it was developed by 3D Realms, and you'll be playing as Shelley Bombshell Harrison, and you are out to take down evil Dr. Heskel and his forces in the streets of Neo DC. You'll be traversing 7 zones, each with multiple levels, and the gunplay here, it is a blast. Again, it is old school, meaning it can be pretty difficult, but as they say on the Eshop, they've embraced the new with features such as headshot styled up physics, and then a whole host of weapons and ammo types. Music is epic as well. A new low price, 66% off. Into the final 3 games of the video then, starting with Saints Row the Third, the full package. We've got the 4th on the Switch as well, which took things into the world of superheroes and aliens, but this is definitely my personal preferred entry. Still kind of crazy, but I just prefer that more, let's say, grounded approach. Starting as a GTA clone back in the day, it kind of made room for itself, and I think if I had to just, describe it now, it's just fun, more like early days of GTA. The idea here, though, Saints Row are not just a street gang anymore, but loved and a brand, if anything. Think a whole host of branded goods. That is, at least until the Syndicate arrives. You refuse to bow down, and it's now time to fight back. It's the full package, so it throws in all sorts of DLC, which includes everything from items to actual gameplay impacting mission packs. A new low price here, then, 75% off. Our penultimate game of the video then, Spiritfarer, and this game is genius. I reviewed it on the channel, find that in the pinned comment below, but I adored this one. Played it at a time when I was sick, and it was just the right level of touching story and relaxing pace that I needed. You'll be playing as Stella, the new ferrymaster, and your job, transport the recently deceased through to the afterlife. The idea, though, is explore, build up your ship, make your guests comfortable, and then send them on their way, but it's so often difficult to say goodbye to these characters. You grow that connection. It's backed up then with stunning visual and audio work, and it even packs a local co-op mode, and it's recently been expanded with free DLC that packs 4 new friends to encounter and assist. A new low price then, 75% off. AI the Somnium Files then to close us out, and this is easily one of the best deals I've seen in a long time. It's 80% off. It's one of my personal top games of the last few years. I'm psyched now to check out the sequel that's going to be dropping later this month. An adventure experience, so you'll be playing as a special agent in future Tokyo on the case of a serial killer. It's got elements of almost Phoenix Wright, think crime scene investigation, but it embraces the futuristic with its world design, dream exploration, and an incredible cast of characters. It's a stunning looking game as well that I picked up honestly because I just like the cover art, so I took the risk. But yeah, it's genius, and this is a price point where everyone should be taking a look, or at least, consider it, maybe go and watch a full review. And that's the week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week or hoarding onto that cash? Good chance we'll have another bonus deals video as well as the Saturday edition, because this sale, it is absolutely massive. Remember then, if you are grabbing anything, head to cornershop.gg and use code CORNER at checkout for 10% off. A shout out then to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, but join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals near daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.